Hey there YouTube, this is SJM4306.
Tenacious Breed. Today I'm eating a mint.
Yep. And yeah, he eats something every episode, and sorry to that one viewer who despises my co-host.
No, don't worry. He sent me a PM. Says it's all for fun games. He actually wants to take me out to dinner.
No, but anyway, so this is actually thanks to Tenacious Breed over here that we even have this. How'd you get your hands on this guy?
Oh boy. Bought it at a high-end retailer for gaming PCs. Oh, it's fantastic. Look at this. High specs. Super. This is an accelerometer, geographer, Nat Geo, roller pin.
Okay, well, let's get on with this. This guy is an AT&T Globalyst 130, designed for Windows 95, so Intel inside right in there.
So high-tech.
Yep, we got
Glad I got it.
a little mouse trackball
Can't
thingy.
wait to play some Dota.
Oh yeah, some Oregon Trail. Just a miniaturized keyboard, which is kind of interesting. You got your power button. It's a latching type click on, click off backlight button.
For anyone who noticed.
Yep, a little micro switch for the turning the screen off. You got all your indicators for backlight, power, number lock. I can't tell what that is. I guess transmit and receive for maybe serial or something.
It's a lock.
Something like that. Hard disk, floppy access, and battery power.
Yes. Here, show them all the
Well, fuck it all.
accessories. Yes, the batteries fall out commonly, and for
Yep.
anyone who doesn't know, this brick is that battery.
Yep.
This is about
It's
as big as an iPod.
it's a nickel cadmium.
Yeah,
Let me
Nikon.
just show them the label. There we go. It's a nickel metal hydride. Never mind. Ooh, fancy. 8.4 volts at 2.5 amp hours. This is a beast. You can actually see. Well, you can't see, but yeah, you can see like the little green in there. That's the all the cells. There's probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cells or something like that.
And I got a good deal. I got 2 for the price of 1.
Yep.
Actually, the other one's over there. The other one's corroded though.
Yep. And
I was told
so,
that was a feature when I bought it.
of course, we haven't been able to power this up because it uses like an odd power supply voltage and current and whatnot.
Yeah, we can't
And a
find a
plug.
barrel plug that fits, but also it has 2 different power modes. One that runs at 17 volts at how many amps is it? This is the space where the battery goes, guys.
Yep.
It becomes part of
And
the
so, yeah, input mode, constant voltage. Input mode 1 is constant voltage, 17 volts at 1.3 amps. Mode 2 is constant current at 6.5 to 14 volts at 1.7 amps. And the barrel plug is, do a barrel roll, is over here. And it's noticeably larger than any of the plugs I have in my collection and or.
Same here.
Yep.
Also, most large plugs now have a pin in the center and not just barrel inside and outside.
So let's go through the outside first. Got a little floppy disk, 3.5-inch floppy in there.
You can open up the back.
Yeah, I'll get to that.
Well, you know what?
So
I'm
you
trying to
got
film all my gaming features.
You
in
got
Minecraft and
PS2
shit.
mouse and keyboard for those games,
yeah.
WSAD.
That's right. That's right.
And then this latch, you got DB9 serial. You have your standard VGA output and a parallel port for your printers.
Pins, motherfucker. Pins.
I like how they did this little flap shit, you know? It's kind of neat, actually.
I like it.
You got PCMCIA slot for those expandable
That's right.
graphics cards, you know.
Wi-Fi PC card slot. Oh yeah.
Okay, so I guess that's pretty much it. So start opening it.
This is the RAM.
Yep, this guy's the RAM, which like any other laptop, there are 2 tabs. You press it, it starts lifting up, and you carefully wiggle it out. These guys, let's see, 8 Toshiba chips right in there, and it's funny, you can see all the decoupling caps and whatnot, but
It's high tech.
yep,
They told me,
Viking components.
they told me this would be great for trying to run my advanced graphics games.
Yep, likely like barely, this is probably like 8 megs or something, or 16 megs if that. So
16 megabytes of excitement.
let's
You
see.
described it.
Let's pull this guy out. even though you guys can't see. Here we go.
For anyone who actually wants to know how I got this, there were a bunch of computers being thrown away at my college. Me and SJM go to the same college, obviously, but here, tell them what that is.
Yep, this guy's the IDE hard drive, which actually is loose. There's no real mounting hardware.
Well, I mean, that kept it in. That's why there were the screws.
I guess, but that's kind of a little bit, especially when you start thinking about how fast these rotate and whatnot. It's a little unsettling.
Maybe the mechanical engineers just wanted to design it with a little wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Yeah, this guy's
so
in there.
College was throwing out a bunch of their old computers, which was a damn shame because a lot of the towers were freaking huge and they still worked. And the thing was that they do it where they basically give them an estimation of how much it all weighs, and then they send it over to either be recycled or trashed. I bet they took the easy way out on that. However, they get money for how much weight there is. So I caught them in the middle of it, and they said they needed some help, so I ended up helping them, and then I saw this, and they said, oh, you know what, you can keep it. So I thought that was great.
Yep, this guy is a 2.5-inch hard drive. They put some foam in it to mount it a little in there. 5 volts at 0.7 amps. What capacity is this? Let's see. 543 megabytes. Ooh, whopping. I have SD cards that are bigger than that. And look how thick it is. My SSD I put on my laptop is 0.7 millimeters. This guy is easily like two and a half times as thick as my SSD.
Anybody who complains that some new technology is too big, take note.
Yeah, this is pretty cool though, Toshiba. And it's already starting to like leak onto my hands, this foam stuff, yeah.
It ran off fluids, it's gas powered.
So that was pretty neat, the mounting there.
We got that going.
So, well, let's open it. I know you can remove the keyboard, right?
That's right. I was about to say, we should show them that before we completely take it apart.
Yep, 2 tabs here.
We should be able to take the pins out from here, too.
Yep.
Easy keyboard replacement.
Okay.
That's nice.
They're just zips in here. So my little Asian fingers can get in there.
I'm not sure if they made easy access because it breaks a lot, or if it's just easier to check all the components this way in case it did break. But
well, you know why it's easy access? I can tell already. You have your BIOS chips in there. They're socketed so that you can remove them and update. And it's probably just more convenient. They're using, you'll notice the main processor right in there, they're using the back of the keyboard as a heatsink for it because, as you can see, it's only a 75 megahertz processor.
That's all I need.
Yep.
Listen,
and I mean, look at this. This is classic old school computing. You have freaking your socketed BIOS. They're labeled, you know, with just a little stupid little sticker and PLCC package. You have your little buzzer on board there. This looks to be like a little battery in there. We'll get into that once we open up. It's probably for keeping time. They're using like an entire little brick. Looks like the processor is socketed too. We're gonna have to get in there though.
I do love all the multicolor cables coming out of that one pin
yeah.
in the back.
Yeah, these guys are probably like for the display. They look like they're routed up through the hinge. So we'll get into that. And this guy is for the floppy. It's just a it's just like a RFI shield or something. That's weird. So let's see. I noticed a few screws on the bottom.
Yeah.
Probably a good place to start.
There's one hidden under the battery slot, and I've already checked beforehand. There's none under the stickers.
Good.
Thank you.
No, that's always a problem.
I did check here. I thought there was one. Turns out there wasn't, but the rest of the spots are clean.
Yeah.
I haven't checked here though, so. But that seems clean. In case anybody hasn't seen videos or taking things apart, the reason why we're saying that is because people, especially companies, like to hide screws under stickers, It's good for making sure people don't take your product apart, but it's also good because if they did take it apart, they can't say, "Oh, it's broken, I didn't touch it," and well, yeah, you did because you broke the sticker.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure we've said that like 10 times before, but
Yeah.
it's always good.
It's relevant.
It's relevant.
So many screws.
Relevant elephant.
Yeah, I'll just dump it upside down after I get all the screws out. Yeah, well, this guy is a veritable ton. I mean, how much do you think it weighs? Like, weighs more than your laptop. Maybe it's more than mine, actually.
Actually, no, my laptop weighs about as much as this.
But it's a 15-inch, and
Well,
this.
no, mine is.
Oh, yours is a 17-inch.
17.5 inch or something.
There you go, and this guy is only
anybody
probably
who
4.
has an Xbox, it's comparable. It's maybe a pound or two under that weight.
Okay, well, let's see.
There we go. Success.
Keep all the screws together in case we want to put it back together and do a test fire later.
However, I don't know if there's screws under the foot pads. I doubt they would do that.
It's AT&T, who knows?
Yeah.
Do I have a pair of
I got an
Twizzers?
item somewhere.
Yeah, I got a pair of Twizzers.
Why? I won't come out.
Screw it.
Malaysian fingers.
No, I had another pair of better tweezers. I just don't know where they are right now. I think that's all of them.
Yeah. So we got that going for us, which is nice.
So now we might have to start playing the prying game. Well, this side's
Hold
coming.
on. Remember, this thing is attached to the side and comes over from here.
Oh, fine. We'll
So I'm not sure. It looks like it should just come off, that there's a seam along the edge.
It looks like this guy you have to pry up because you can't. There's no
side
room.
to side,
Yeah.
exactly. So I'm not even sure. You want me to hold anything? Here, if you can grab this.
Thanks.
My big, meaty American hands.
That is weird.
Agreed. Maybe we do have to take all this off beforehand.
Yeah, we might have to lift.
Alright, so, I don't know. I guess pull up the sides and see where it's not lifting and see if there's any more screws.
Because it's starting to. This might be clipped. That's what I'm thinking.
And
Because there's no screws on this side holding it in. I took that guy off. Yep.
Yes, it is. Okay, so on the front, that's good. Now let's do the sides. Or the back. Anything you want me to hold?
No, it's good.
I think that's good. The exciting world of engineering for anyone who's interested.
Yep.
Clicking.
Oh god, these manufacturers love their plastic retention clips. There we go. There's
high-tech.
one in there. I know that.
See? They built my gaming laptop strong. Never falter, break, fail.
There we go. It's mostly off.
Oh, so I guess that just keeps it in. This actually doesn't come up with the rest of it. There we are.
There we go. Now it's
Problem solved. Big success.
But like the entire motherboard's coming with it.
Turn it over and then take the top off instead.
Okay. Just make sure it doesn't re-engage any of the clasps.
Yeah. There we are.
There we go.
I'll hold
Let's
this.
close this guy. Okay. And so I'll go and disengage the handful of ribbon cables. I love RFI bead in there just for taking the bite off of EMI. Oh god. Screwdriver. This is a pretty beefy connector.
Yeah, no kidding. We could also disconnect them from the screen. While we're in here, we might be able to find out why it wasn't turning on. No.
Yeah, we'll see. Damn it. There we go. And, oh, I know what that guy is already. So now we have the screen off.
Here? They were just glued?
Oh.
Really?
No.
Oh, yeah, those went to... I think those went to here, and they were just glued in.
Oopsie.
What?
Oh, that's for the micro switch. It broke off.
Oh, my. Why was it just glued?
They just used hot glue. I guess they soldered it very crappily and then hot glued it. That didn't hold.
High tech.
Look, battery corrosion. This is for keeping the time. It started leaking already.
Leaky.
Can I pull that off? Or is it freaking... God damn it, no. It's solder tabbed down there, but it exploded all over there.
Possibly that's why it's not working.
Yeah.
Possibly. Here's our switches.
Yep. Just a standard latching type here, and this is just a momentary.
A high-tech trackball.
Ooh, let's pull that off first.
Yes.
Make sure it gets in camera shot.
Nope. God, it's so high-tech. Everybody wishes.
Well, back in the day, this was like amazing, probably. Yeah, an interesting thing to note. Lots of little dip switches and stuff like that, so that you can go and change settings. Not like modern computers per se. I mean, it's mostly everything's controlled by software. Okay, so 2 very long screws and the trackball. It starts to lift off. Wow, they modularized this quite a bit. You got standoffs.
Words are hard, man. Words are fucking hard.
No, they modularized it. But anyway, interesting they have a separate board just for the 2 buttons on the top. And finally, I wonder if we could reuse this. Yeah, we could find out. This is just a Motorola Logitech chip marked as 92. We could find out what protocol this uses and actually reuse this trackball for something.
I know what I would reuse it for. Old Games of
Minecraft.
Millipede. Old Games of Millipede had the huge trackball on it that you would just
make a little arcade machine.
That's right. Just make a tiny arcade machine. We've got the screen.
Well, there we go.
We have the technology.
Okay. Down here, transformer, a little ferrite, some caps.
Nice
This
installation.
is the power supply.
What?
This is power supply.
Sorry, I was just touching the insulation.
Sure. The battery board, which goes off to here. A little ferrite bead. Looks like some MOSFETs, maybe for switching. Let's see what else. Interestingly enough, I think I know what this is. I'm going to flip it over though in a second. Thanks. Because it was connected via this 2 kind of thick wire, rubbery silicone wire connector. So that's probably the CCFL backlight. So yeah, let's pull this guy out. Yep. See that guy? That's the step-up inverter. It steps up whatever the low voltage supply rail here is, probably like 15 volts to the couple hundred required for that. We can actually reuse this. We could reuse this and light up like small CCFLs and whatnot.
I have a feeling you want to take apart my gaming computer and use it for other things.
What gives you that that idea? And look, this is actually
eBay right now taking pictures of these parts.
This is really simple. It's just 2 transistors, the fuse, and then that sets up like a self-blocking oscillator for driving the primary, and then the secondary is what is output to the CCFL bulb.
Well, looks like we're making Millipede.
That's really simple, actually, design.
My gaming computer is going to be used for gaming.
So let's see if we can get this socket out. Is there any? Oh, interesting thing. A lot of you'll notice if you could see. You can't see. Never mind. But anyway, there's letters next to for lining up the processor, which is kind of cool. Let's see if we can get the processor out. I wonder if it's friction, because I'm not noticing any other type of socket mechanism. There's no lever like in modern computers or anything, any clips. kind of want to get this processor out. It looks like it's giving a little bit. Yeah, this might be annoying. I might need a slightly firmer. Yeah, it's friction fit. You would never do that nowadays. It's all about Ziff now.
There we go.
Getting out slightly. Yep. I want to do it kind of evenly though, so I don't bend any pins.
There we go.
There we go.
Wow.
Let's
awesome.
take off the silicone pad.
And just remember which way it fits in there. Not
Well,
that
it's
we'll be
keyed.
using this again.
It's
but
keyed. The number 1, it was face up here. Number 2, the squared corner goes there where there's a pattern.
Okay.
I want to see what chip.
It's just an SD flash card from the future.
Let's see if I can remove this without gumming it up.
Just a picture of Wile E. Coyote underneath there. It's a picture of 4 men and a chicken. Scooby-Doo.
Sorry, I'm being careful, but
You know what? Fuck you, SJM, for being careful. Fuck you. You know, I want this in one piece. You're being careful. So fuck you.
this might take a while. You mind, man? Dude, you're blocking my light.
I know that one commenter just secretly has a crush on me. The one who keeps commenting on me. I mean, I'm all he can talk about.
Yeah, I'm sure that's it.
That's what it is. I mean, no need to be jealous, but I mean, I know it's your videos and whatnot, but I mean, I'm all he can talk about. So.
This is annoying. I freaking hate how I did this.
Yeah, well, in the meantime, I should probably look at the screen and see if it can need taken apart any more than it already is.
Because you can't really just rip this off because it'll start flaking.
I think this one is just tapped on with plastic pins.
No screws?
I don't think so. What is this? Because I can only imagine 2 places where there would be any. No, I'm doing it off camera, but...
Well, they're having a fun time looking at me peeling off the thermal
God, it's like
pad.
It's like watching paint dry. Nothing more fun than that. Sometimes, just go to. It's called Paint Camp. You just watch paint dry for like days. It's awesome.
Yeah, I might have to split this video up into 2 because I don't know how much memory I have on my phone.
Maybe we should just pause while you're doing this. Why didn't we think of that earlier?
Yeah, well, I guess we'll be back halfway done. I'll be back in like a second for you guys, like 5 minutes for us.
Thanks, SJM.
Yep. Okay, so I'm back, and apparently this is just a aluminum shim, so you can't even see anything anyway. But let me put that sticker back on so I know which way it goes on. It's just held on with adhesive, so.
For anybody wondering what the Rice Krispie sounds are in the back, I'm taking apart the screen.
I know everyone's cringing that I'm touching this with my bare hands, but it really doesn't matter, and I don't care. And anyway, there's a metal lamp right next to me I ground myself on, so it's all good. But yeah, you'll notice the gold pins. It's made in Malaysia.
2 screws.
And as I said before, 75 megahertz processor. Looks like a 486. And there you go, and there's a king. But it's not a pin keyed, you have to reinsert it the right way. But yeah, they use ceramic adhesive. So I don't want to exactly pull the shim off the chip, that will be difficult. But anyway, interesting socket in there, definitely. You don't really see that nearly nowadays. Yeah, this is the phone block processing block.
processing.
Or what they call speed block.
Speed block.
Yeah, if I want a faster tablet, I just stick a new speed block in there. There you go.
Yes.
Any of you know what I'm talking
block
about.
phones, it's some guy trying to get this thing off the guy. It's a great idea, but it has it's no way practically possible.
Any engineer will tell you bullshit.
Yeah. So, and in the commercial that he made for it on Kickstarter or wherever the hell he made it, he said, yeah, so if you want a bigger camera slot, you just, get room for a bigger camera. It's just like, and if you want, if your block phone's a little slow, just get a new speed block. It's just, you gotta get the better speed block, man. It was like the same size, too. I loved it.
Yeah, he doesn't realize how much of a nightmare that would be to engineer.
Oh, sweet lord.
It'd be pretty much impossible. Okay, so remove the ribbon cable for the floppy and the battery terminal connector. This is the entire motherboard.
Yep.
Zoom out there. Yeah.
Because the rest is for the battery and the floppy disk.
Oh, these are awesome. Freaking old school. I've never... Well, actually, no, I've seen a package similar to this before. This is just weird. It's like a QFP, but with really weird tabs on the side there. And these are very... Oh no, these are memory chips made by a company called Chips. Flat panel CRT BIOS. This is for the display driver.
Also, for anyone wondering,
what is that?
Made in the Republic of China.
Dude, what is this like flux or like mold?
What, the white gunk in there?
Maybe that's why it doesn't work. Actually, that probably would be why. I wonder if that's...
Coating.
No, it's not protective coating. It's like flux or some shit like that.
But it's only in this area. It's nowhere else.
Well, yeah, it's only on things that are through-hole soldered by hand. So it's probably flux, but that's really disgusting.
Hey, look, they got a little, whatchamacallit up here.
Clock crystal.
Yep.
Yep, get that in frame. Let's see, Motorola chip. Don't know what this guy is, Vadim. Never heard of it.
But it was made in the Republic of China.
Made in Taiwan, Republic of China. National Semiconductor. Texas Instruments, another chips.
This was made by everybody, and I have
pretty
it.
much. Pico Power, Cirrus Logic, a controller chip in there.
Sweet lord.
I forget what this manufacturers. I can't remember. It's made in Korea. Yeah, represent. Anyway, yeah. Other than that, you got a whole skew of chips. This area it goes into the IDE controllers, so probably this chip interfaces with that.
What does it say in the bottom corner? Oh, never mind. I thought it was a date.
Let's see what else. Probably got like the memory controller in here.
Do you think there is a date on this board?
Motorola chip right in here. Yeah, I think I saw somewhere it said 92.
92. Oh yeah.
Yeah. And so let's see. Weird ferrite protection on the input. That's kind of weird. The date and time battery backup. Yep. For the PC slot there. World's useless machine.
Love it.
You got caps and some diodes and a fuse there for the processor. This is awesome. Socketed proms. It'd be interesting to do a memory dump of this. Not that I could make heads or tails of it anyway.
Anyone in the comments knows how to do that. That'd be lovely.
Well, you would need to know processor architecture so that you can do generate a list file from the assembler or the machine language.
Maybe someone used to make these. We don't know.
Well, probably. But anyway, yeah, it's just really interesting.
Oh yes, I also have taken the screen apart.
Just staring at all the chips. You have your serial port here, so probably something in this vicinity does the RS-232. You have your VGA. There's probably a separate chip for that as well. From the looks of it, you have a capacitor network for the RGB lines feeding into... Oh my god, now, yeah, I'm pretty sure I know why it doesn't work. There's all this gunk. Look at this, blue shit.
Yeah.
The battery leaked.
Oh.
And it, like, made it all pretty, but unfortunately not work anymore. Yeah, that's
so this
disgusting.
Thing was doomed from the
yeah,
start.
This guy is not going to work, most likely than not.
Yeah. Actually... I'm pulling up the screw right now, and I'm seeing some blue stuff on it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Let me pull out the floppy.
Oh, baby. I think that's how you prevent pregnancy.
Thanks for that, Kyle.
Hey, I'm just trying to promote safe sex.
Well then.
On SJam's channel.
Well then, that just popped out there. Oh, there's more thermal padding for the processor on the bottom.
There you go. We thought of everything.
Man. That's hilarious. So yeah, here's a floppy. Lots of tape on it. I see some screws. So while Tenacious Bree is there working on the LCD screen, getting that
I've just
open,
kind of been taking this apart.
I'll try to get the floppy open. You know.
It's a high-tech company. Know what they were doing.
I would have liked to power it up before, but taking it all apart. But it's just now I kind of see a reason why it wouldn't power up when we try to.
We would have showed you guys, but we couldn't.
Yeah. So let's see. This should just pop off.
There we are. Come on. Get the fuck out. Come on, you piece of shit. Yeah. Right, America.
Where's my prod tool?
What the fuck? They aren't even like, they're like loose. Look at this.
Yeah.
It's like I can move them either way. Is this one the same? No, this one's fine.
You want to make like a floppy drive music player?
Yeah.
I actually have a drawer full of floppies back home. I've been
It's like they're
wondering
not
what I
even
should
in. Yeah,
do.
they're all loose.
And this guy won't come out because... Oh, no, there we go. The button was sticking it. So, beautiful copper shielding. That light.
That light.
But, let's see... Oh, I'd rather not peel off all that copper tape, but it looks like I'm going to have to. There we go.
We have the LCD now. Which is nice.
So we got that going for us.
It's actually a good screen. I can see the pixels from here.
Yeah, probably a TFT variant or something like that.
Flip open NES.
Yeah, the floppy is just... It's... From looking at it, you guys can't see, but it's pretty much like very similar to the floppy that I already tore down on my channel. It was like I think it was my first video, so not really all that interesting, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But what about this display?
Yeah, here, let you take a hold of it. I can't take it out without
Oh yeah, it's,
the piece
it's
is
stuck in the
there.
bezel.
You know what I mean?
But let's see. This should pop off. The display board
there we go.
for the LEDs. Let's pull these out and see whether they use surface mount LEDs or through-hole, probably.
You know what? Even if we can't use a lot of this stuff or something.
Well, we can use a lot of it.
Well, no, I know we can use a lot of it, but I want to keep the shell and then make something else out of it.
Put an Xbox in it. That would be awesome, actually.
I could do that, actually, if I got like one of
Oh, no, surface mount. These are 1206, like the huge ones. And interestingly enough, there's one that's unpopulated. So they had, I guess they had like a higher end model with another feature. Maybe like Bluetooth 1.1. No, I'm joking. That didn't come around until a bit later. But yeah, we can reuse the LEDs, all the wiring, all that wiring. Let's pull the cables through here at least. So there's nothing electronic on here, other than that one switch that we accidentally broke. Oopsie. Yeah, so lots of smudges on this guy. As we said, yeah, not high resolution by any means, and screws are already still falling
those
all
ones were the ones that
over the
weren't even
place.
in there, like at all. Watch, you'll see. It's like nothing. Loving the high-tech freaking masking tape on there.
Oh god. Yeah, yep, I was right. These guys are the CCFLs. Standard colors are pink and white for neutral and live. And you can see the display connector going in there. As well as, oh, this is just a rubber protector.
I thought for a minute it was a dial, and I was going to try to freaking...
It's socketed.
Oh, hey, that's cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
And so, but there's lots of tape. It's up to you whether you want to open this guy up or not. Because probably not ever going to be able to reuse it because we need all the data sheets, and it'd be pretty much damn near impossible to get our hands on any documentation.
I don't know, I'll look something up, but hey. We
Look
can
at
take it apart
that.
for now. If it doesn't work afterwards, that's no skin off my penis.
Thanks for that.
No problem. I'm making this a G-rated show.
Okay, let's see.
Back.
Oh, this is socketed as well. It's like double socketed.
Back was the word I was looking for.
Yeah. This is pretty cool, actually.
I like this section.
We could actually probably reuse the backlight tube if we pull it out and plug it into the driver chip here. Only a couple wires red, I'm going to guess, is power. The other ones I can infer from this thicker trace is ground, and the other ones will probably be like an enable line, or maybe, I don't know if it uses pulse width modulation to control the...
We can try that shit later.
That's easy enough
Or,
to reverse engineer.
Yeah.
So,
Then we can show on one of your next vidges if it works. Motherfucking screw holes in this shit.
so many screws everywhere.
I love it.
I only have a couple minutes left, just to warn you. So how about we pause and then come back?
Yes.
So we'll be right back. Okay, we don't have long left, but
I'm tanning.
we basically already, they can't see it. There you go. We pulled off the foil. We have the backplane now. Basically, oh, that's interesting. Basically, you have your backplane module in here with the connector. It doesn't look like LVDS. It's probably just straight up digital. It's probably slow enough. It doesn't have to be high-speed LVDS. There appears to be, yes, yep, a connector in here for the column and the road drivers, which actually connect to the LCDs. There's going to be just a flat flex connector. You can actually already see the pattern that wraps around to the top of the screen. If you saw my LCD teardowns from the past, very similar.
Shameless plug.
Yeah, pretty much. And it's marked DC-DC in here. You'll notice a little DC-DC converter. Hey,
Looks
couple
like
pins, that's it, an
these metal
inductor.
tabs just bent to keep this plastic in.
Yep.
Whole frame.
So, I don't know, you think it's even worth pulling off the screws and getting down to the bare glass?
Yes.
Okay,
So,
well,
let's
we'll be
pause.
right back. Okay, we're back. We got it out of the frame.
Right,
You can
Alice?
already start to see these little boards kind of pop and wiggle out. And this guy's already out. You can see all the flat flex connectors, and under this black tape is probably like the driver chips.
It's lovely.
And so, you should sort of be able to, there we go. And there's the actual glass itself.
Now, we don't normally do this because most of the devices that we do take apart like this still work. However, this is an exception
Adhesive.
because it doesn't.
And you have your various reflective layers, diffusive. We can reuse this to make funhouse mirrors, pretty much.
Thinking ahead, SJ.
Yep. And so, this is the diffuser block. It's just a clear piece of plastic. Oh, this is a diffusive layer that's taped on top of it. But you'll notice it's clear and it has all these little frosted dots, so that when the light enters, it bounces back and forth, but it comes out the front more often than not. Then you have a white piece behind that to make sure the light is reflected right back. And then you should see in the top there, there will be a thin tube which goes to this cable, which is the CCFL. So let's see. I'm wondering why this side won't come off.
Yes, sir.
Oh, one screws.
Oh, yeah, we're smart. Dropping the ball, SJM. Dropping the ball.
I thought you, because
Blame you.
I
No,
thought you were
blame
getting
you.
it.
It's your fault.
Okay.
Damn it.
So the screen out of the way. I already mentioned the DC-DC in the corner here, as well as some power supplying for the LCD panel itself.
Now, how would this look without any of that?
Shitty. It would not be even. Okay, so let's see. I can already start to see the tube in there. Let's see if I can...
We can use that.
Yeah, that's why we can reuse the entire driver and everything. How the hell... Oh, it's like this is clipped in somehow. And there's another circuit board in there. Oh, I see.
Watch it. Also watch our time.
Yeah, got 300.
Here, pause that while you're taking this apart.
What? 600 megs now, apparently. Thought it was less than that. Here, yeah, I'll pause. I'll be back. Okay, we're back. We finally got it out. And you see this long white tube.
I just like holding that.
I don't know.
No, there's more of them.
Anyway, those are just spacers.
Shush.
But this guy is a CCFL tube. Usually has mercury in it, and it's high voltage, so you don't want to touch it. But yeah, we could definitely, well, while it's operating. So anyway, they couldn't see that. So anyway, we can actually reuse all these parts, which will be pretty cool. Put them in order there, line them up. You know, you can just put it right in there, and it'll light up. It'll be like a backlit thing there. And so let me remove the camera off its stand and show you the damage we wreaked.
We had a computer before.
Now we have pretty much. Yeah, so this was the impromptu teardown of our gaming PC, so to speak. You know, it's Windows 95 AT&T, you know, laptop computer from the early 90s-ish. And so that was pretty much our teardown. If you liked it, like, comment, subscribe. It was a little bit of an impromptu teardown, so sorry we weren't really organized or anything. But I had fun doing it, you know.
I hate spending time with you. I had no fun at all, and I regret doing this video.
Well, fine, whatever. I still enjoyed it. So anyway, if you guys liked it, like, comment, subscribe. I know my my helping hand here is annoying.
Very handsome. But
yeah, deal with it. I'm dealing with it. So whatever, help is really hard to find nowadays. So anyway, so I guess I'll be back in a little bit, probably next week or so. I have exams coming up with something else. So I'll see you guys later then. So for now, keep taking stuff apart, you know, just keep fixing stuff, keep hacking stuff, and that's it. So bye.
Don't forget to feed your pets.